cannot see anything because the sun's right there. But good morning, everybody. Jen here. As you can see behind me, I am back at Wild Florida because Dad and I have booked the ultimate Wild Florida experience today. So we have an all-day adventure. I am super excited to get in there. Let's go. Since I was here last, they did a huge expansion to the gift shop. It's so much nicer now. But right now we're just killing time waiting for 9 a.m. when the animal care team will come get us for our ultimate experience. So what is the Wild Florida Ultimate Adventure? If you go onto their website under adventure packages, it is an all-day, all-inclusive adventure, basically. So once you go down to the adventure package, it is $235 per adult. They only do it for 12 and up. You have a whole day. You get a private tour with the trainer through their gator park, which includes snapping a slothy with one of the two-toed sloths. We were unable to bust a dance move with the African crested porcupines because they had just introduced a new male into the exhibit. Then you can hang out with the ringtail lemurs, which was amazing, and feed Kiwi and Mango, two of their tamanduas, some of their favorite treats. And we also got an added bonus in the tamandua enclosure. And then once you go through the gator park, you get a 1-hour tour of the Everglades on the Airboat. Then you get lunch included, and then you can end the day driving through the drive-through safari park. So here you can see one of the baby albino gators in the new gift shop. So they have done a lot of construction since the last time I was here. Look at them, they're so cute. I believe these were the first successfully bred in captivity. There's only about 200 albino gators in the world because the lack of melanin, they can't camouflage and they sunburn very easily. So this is like a huge deal that these were able to be bred.
Have a nice shaded area with their heat source and all that good stuff.
Now the babies stay here?
So this is mom, well this is Dad right here, and that is Mom from the babies we saw inside.
So these are, all the fluffies are kind of our smaller alligators that haven't made it quite to the size that they need to be to go out into our big pond.
So cool.
Smaller. So most of them are going to be alligators. Those are the ones with the U-shaped snout. Right. We have a couple, like the one in the far back that's a little bit more golden speckled. That's going to be one of our crocodiles. So we have quite a few in here. We did get this owl a couple of weeks ago, and they are working on like glove training and things like that, so they can bring him out for shows and do all of that.
Beautiful.
Use this one down here, and then Caramel, our female, right up there. She is about half of his size, so he is a very big boy. Don't let the size fool you, though. She lets that boy know what to do, when to do it, how to do it. She rules this exhibit. He's a big baby when it comes to everything. Do you see something? What do you see, buddy? So usually this side gets fed at around 9:30. So Billy is actually the one who does most of their feeding over on this side.
She's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's like, excuse me, and your things.
It's like, is that my food? Oh, look, she knows. So these are new too, right?
Yes. So we've got Margarita and Colada. Margarita is this one right here. She is usually the sassier of the two. She's usually kind of up in everybody's business. Colada's over there just doing her own thing. She's a little sweeter.
Yeah, look at them claws, man. Woo.
Again, they are waiting for somebody to show up with their breakfast.
They're like, I know your outfit. Yeah. That usually brings me food.
The key jingle, yeah, it's that type of stuff. They really do recognize that. They recognize voices, things like that. You'll be able to see when we go and meet a couple of the other animals. Again,
good morning.
Sticking up fluff. So he is another one. He was deemed non-releasable by FWC. They did try to bottle raise him and then release him back out, thinking, you know, he's going to be great. Unfortunately, that was not the case. He is way too used to people. He would be coming up, trying to beg for food, things like that.
Probably scaring the life out of random.
So I know there is a video on our Facebook page. I don't know how long ago they posted it, but it's a news segment of him, and he's at a bus stop with a bunch of children, and he's like, "Hey, everybody! Like, where's the food at?" So that is why he is here with us. And then we have a couple of our ladies in the back. They usually hang out together. They like to. He likes to be center stage. She's doing a really awesome job with that baby.
That is Miss Chloe, and it's hard to see. You can just see the baby.
I see the little bit.
No, you can see the little head peeking out.
His name is Arthur.
Arthur. Oh, that is so cute.
What do you think, Miss Chloe? But yeah, Chloe is about 4 years old, so she is still pretty tiny. Still pretty young. This is our male right over here, and then our female, they're named after the show Bob's Burgers.
Okay.
So Bob and Linda is who they are. Oh, handsome man.
There he is. He sees
Good
food.
job.
He sees the
Again,
food.
the corn is like a sloth Snickers bar. They really
Yeah,
do
it's
enjoy
like-
the corn.
Yeah.
Do you want your treat? Oh, and we got Miss Anna coming out,
She's
joining the
coming.
party. But you gotta hold it yourself, handsome. There you go.
Blame me, I like corn too.
Oh my goodness, good job, handsome man. They do recognize voices, they recognize different smells. So I'm constantly talking to them. I sound a little silly. I tell them about my day. I ask them about theirs. You know, we have whole conversations, just so they do recognize the voices. Like I said, Guy, he's kind of a diva. In my opinion, Guy is the biggest diva that we have here at the park. He's very particular about his encounters. So like the food that he gets, sometimes if you know, you guys saw I had the piece of corn, I'll break it in half. I give him one half of it.
Mm-hmm.
Can't eat it. It's just not right. I give him the other half. That's fine.
Yeah, the other half's fine.
Yeah, or I have to like pop the kernels up for him to start the corn.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
He's particular about his squash. We do have to cut the skin off of his butternut squash.
Geez.
Yeah, he's very particular.
I have a child like that, so I get it.
Yeah, he's a particular boy. Encounters. Potentially we could do the encounter with any of our males. Sebastian is a little do you want to come over? Hurry up. Hurry, run.
Ooh,
Because Sebastian's my favorite lemur.
I like how they come. Very cool.
Just because I like to spoil them.
Yes.
Craisins are kind of like the corn for the sloths. It's like gummies for kids almost.
Oh my God, their hands feel so funny.
They really enjoy their craisins.
I know, you want to get some too. Oh my God.
So these are our two lower ranking males. So like I said, the female is going to be the more dominant of the two. So Lola is actually the leader of our group or our troop here. Out in the wild, they form a big group, and it's led by that dominant female, and it can be
He's like,
quite
I
a
want
few
more.
members.
You gotta give me a second.
And then Alberto is
Okay,
our
you're taking that one
higher ranking male. So if Alberto was over here, he would be pushing these two boys away, and he would get all of the treats.
I need to go back to grab more.
Yeah, these are our two lower ranking males. So I always give the example, if I were to bring in a big bowl of their favorite treats, their grapes, bananas, raisins, things like that, Lola and Alberto would get first dibs on those treats.
Right.
And then these boys would have to wait until they are done to get their pick. That's why I like to spoil them a little bit more. It's like me. I saw you gave him one. But what about me?
Yep.
I got a little one left. Who wants it? You want it?
Oh, good job, Luke.
Hi, handsome. Oh my God. Oh wow, they are so soft.
They're really cute.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I told you. They're real soft.
So they are ring-tailed lemurs. They do get their name from their pretty little ring-tail.
Yeah, I know you can see it. Oh my
Pretty
God.
little lemur, Sebastian.
Oh my God, he's getting in there.
Sebastian, stop being a turd.
He's like, nope, you're too slow.
And then Luke's are the most obvious. Sebastian's are pretty pronounced too. Alberto doesn't have very pronounced ones. But on his wrist, those black marks, those are going to be scent glands. And then right here on his chest.
I was going to ask what that was.
Yep,
Yeah.
those are also going to be scent glands. So I get a ton of questions about that if they're old like scabs or injuries or anything like that. They are scent glands. So if you ever see them rubbing their wrists like this against different objects, they are scent marking.
Oh, here they come.
Yeah, bounce on me too.
Ah,
You
right on her
crazy
head.
kid. Oh my goodness, you're a brat. Silly lemur.
Hey, handsome. Oh my God, they are so beautiful. Their faces.
I love their
so
yellow eyes.
beautiful.
They're really cute and they can look slightly different. So like sometimes the eyes will be super, super dark, like very orangey. Sometimes they're like a paler yellow. So they can look very different. I get that question a lot is how we tell them apart. So if you really do stare at their faces, they have very different faces.
I'm sorry, that's it. A
He's
little
like,
piece
that
left.
went so quick. What do you think? He's like back on the station.
He's like, that's where the bag is.
is.
They're hyper today.
Going into this exhibit, we're going to be meeting our 2 Patagonian cavies. I do have treats for you guys to feed them.
Oh.
Awesome.
We also have 2 anteaters in here, so we're going to be waking them up and getting them out. We have,
awesome.
yeah, so they're going to be eating their yogurt treats. So for the cavies, they are a little bit skittish. You're welcome to try and pet them. Even for me, they're pretty skittish.
They look skittish.
So when you want to feed them, you're either going to do very similar to the lemurs. You can either do a pinch for them, like they know exactly what they're getting, or drop it, that's cool too. Oh, or a nice flat hand, where they know exactly what they're getting.
It's a Patagonian cavy.
Yeah, so for the cavies, the Patagonian cavies, or sometimes they come up as Patagonian Mara, M-A-R-A. So they are a species of rodent, and they're very closely related to the guinea pig.
Okay.
So you'll kind of hear them making that very similar kind of noise.
Yeah.
That way we can have her come to you.
Okay.
That way you each get your own anteater.
Oh man, this is awesome.
I'll give it that
I'm
over here
surrounded.
now. There we go, perfect.
Hey dear.
So you have our male right now, and you have our female. So our male, his name is Mango, and our female, her name is Kiwi.
I'm out of hands. Hold on.
He's like, it's fine, I'll hold it for you. Always the star. There she comes.
Oh, here she comes.
Hi, Kramer.
Hello, hello.
So she is sharing the exhibit with Sweet Pea, who is another female cockatoo. Don't tell her she's a cockatoo though. She is 100% convinced that she is a wallaby.
Oh my
Ben
goodness.
is her boyfriend. They do everything together. She will groom him. They cuddle together. She'll drop him.
Really?
Yep,
That's
she will
amazing.
drop him little treats
Oh,
on the
that's
ground that
amazing.
he's not supposed to have. This is Ruby right over here. Hi, Ruby. Are you showing off your headbanging skills?
Yeah, I was not paying attention one day, filming the birds, and one jumped. I almost fell over. My kids thought it was the funniest thing they ever saw.
The males are usually a little bit more friendly, and then we have our one up there. Not necessarily friendly, I should say nosy.
Yeah.
They're very nosy when it comes to all of that stuff. And then we have some pheasants down on the ground. This is our male. He is a golden pheasant. And then the more plain colored brown ones.
That's the gator.
Yep, that is going to.
I thought that was a motor. I think it's this one right over here.
Oh yeah, he's right there. Yep, so if you guys come right around here, you can kind of see up.
He's like right
Stop,
there.
of course,
Yeah, because now people are paying
Exactly,
attention.
yeah.
Is there nothing I like?
It is, yeah.
That's so sad.
That is fairly common out in the wild. Again, they will go after members of the same species, so it is not uncommon to see that, or like portions of the tail missing, things like that. They do really well. Even if like they lose sight in both of their eyes, they're still able to get around and eat and do all of that.
Huh.
If you were to get really, really close to them, they look like they have little freckles all over their face. Those are called ISOs, and it's what they use to catch prey. So it detects any kind of motion in front of their face. So even if they just sit there with their mouth open or ready to go, something swims across it, they're able to sense that. Yeah, of course you stopped as soon as we came.
So it is now 10:30 a.m. We just finished our private trainer tour throughout the whole wildlife park. That was fantastic. So that included the private tour. We got 3 animal encounters. Well, technically 4, because the tamanduas and the cavies were in the same enclosure. So we got to play with them, we got to play with the lemurs, and we got to pet the sloths. Lunch will be included, and it also includes an airboat tour, which is a little later in the day. And I almost forgot, the day ends with the drive-through safari. So it pretty much includes almost everything in the park. So next up, we have the 11:30 a.m. airboat tour. So we'll be heading out shortly. Now I'm going to be putting this camera away and switching to the GoPro because I just feel safer. It's a lot easier for me to hold the GoPro. It's a much sturdier handle. Trip includes prepaid lunch for both of us, and we can get pulled pork sandwich, chicken tenders, hot dogs, or coleslaw with 2 sides and water. So here at the Chomp House Grill, it is a scratch kitchen, so nothing's frozen, everything's delivered fresh daily. They have burgers, pulled porks, cheese sticks, chicken tenders, hot dogs, a half-pound burger, grilled chicken sandwich. They have some vegetarian options. They have some gator, catfish, and seafood platters. They have kids' meals. They have some really fun sides. The fried zucchini is really good. So we decided to eat inside the ballroom because 1, there's chairs with backs, and 2, there's air conditioning and no bugs. But I brought my refillable cup back, so I got this refilled, the Swamp Freeze, for $3, worth every penny. And then our free lunch, I got the pulled pork sandwich with a side of coleslaw and a bag of chips. And then it comes with a water. And then the last part of our ultimate experience is the drive-through safari. So the Lemur Island's new since last time we were here. That's pretty awesome. They have a fun new enclosure to play in. attacking my car. What do I do?
Go.
I don't want to run her over.
I'm gonna run her over.
Oh, crap. Look, they're fighting.
Fighting.
What was they fight with each other? There's a camel.
Stabbing each other.
So here's where we ask the really tough question. Is it worth it? Because $235 is a lot of money to spend on one person. So let's break it down and figure it out. So to start, we'll start with the Gator Park because we'll kind of go through how the day went and break down all the prices. So the Gator Park is included if you book an airboat or a safari. So we're going to not include the Gator admission, the Gator Park, the Wildlife Park admission, because that would be included with the airboat for free or the safari for free. So we'll start with the encounters. The sloth encounter for just the sloth is $44. The ring-tailed lemur encounter for just the ring-tailed lemurs is $44. The tamanduas or the anteater encounter for just those is $44. And what we would have been able to do, the porcupines, which unfortunately we couldn't because they had just introduced the male, that itself is also $44 for just that. Then we head to the airboat ride. It is $53 per person for a 1-hour airboat ride. Then we add in lunch. Now here's where the price will vary a little bit. So we chose the most expensive option. It's $12 for the pulled pork. The burger and the chicken tenders were $11 and the hot dog is $10. So there will be a like $2 price variant there depending on what you order. And the water you do have to buy separately. It's $2 per bottle. Lastly, we have the drive-through safari park. That is $31 per person. So if we add that all up, the 4 animal encounters at $44 a piece, the airboat ride at $53, the safari park at $31, and the $12 for the lunch and the $2 for the water, it's a total of $274 if you purchased everything individually. Now there were a couple extra things that were included that we didn't actually get in to do. They also include a free bag of gator feed, which I believe is like $5-ish. And they also gave us a free photo with Fluffy. But again, we didn't do the fancy photo with Fluffy because she had taken pictures of us when we went through and she was telling us about Fluffy earlier. So there was even a couple extra things that were included that we didn't partake in. So for $235, we got $274 worth of value. So again, because we got the more expensive meal, we saved $39. So you would save anywhere between $37 and $39. So in my opinion, it is absolutely worth it. So Actually, because if you just paid for everything individually, you also wouldn't get the guided tour through the entire wildlife park with the trainer. And our trainer, Caitlin, was amazing. There's so many animals there, and she is so knowledgeable about all of them. And it's funny, she was like, I don't really know anything about crocodiles or alligators and like the reptiles, but every question we asked, she knew the answer to. So, Caitlin, if you're watching, you know a lot more than you think you do. Give yourself some more credit. But now, while Florida is located outside of St. Cloud in Kenansville, it is an easy drive from the theme parks, but you would need to rent a car. It'd probably be a very expensive Uber to get there, so you would need to rent a car for a day. Now, there is a rental car service on Disney property outside of Magic Kingdom. It's definitely a worthwhile trip. You can easily do a full day. We did not do everything. We did not watch any of the shows. We didn't go into the barnyard. We didn't do any of the feedings. Like this time we skipped the aviary, which I normally love going into. So we didn't go into the aviary with the birds. We didn't do the gator feed. Again, we didn't do the barnyard. So there's a lot more that even we didn't do. But if you guys like these videos, please click that subscribe button, tap the like, and ring that notification bell so you always know when a new video is headed your way. Thank you so much for watching, and now we're on to the next adventure. Bye, guys!
Today's video brought to you by Orlando for Families. For amazing prices and even better customer service on all of your stroller rental needs for your Orlando vacation, visit them at the website listed below, www.orlandoforfamilies.com. Use the promo code Ohana to save 15% off of their already competitive prices.